I'm doing something very unusual here. I am not supposed to be still playing Warhammer Chaosbane. The free weekend ended 8.5 hours ago. It ended at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it is currently 9:23 Eastern Daylight Time. But I'm still playing the game right now, and I'm going to record the game. I'm in this familiar location, though I've gone on quite a journey since the third episode of me playing this game that I recorded. Was it yesterday? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday. It was Saturday. So the reason I'm able to still play this is not because I purchased the game. I'm still participating in the free weekend, even though it's over, because I started up the game when I noticed that there were 4 minutes left on the free weekend, and I wanted to see what would happen if I was in game when a free weekend ended. I've never tried that before. I've never experienced that before. Turns out nothing happens. I'm still able to run the game. So when I started it up, I didn't actually play the game. You can't actually minimize it. It always runs, which kind of sucks for what I was doing here, which was just leave the game running. Because I imagine if I tried to launch it again, then it would say, no, you no longer have access to this game. So I've been running it. I left it running. I went to the grocery store. And then when I came back, I ate lunch, did some stuff, and then 3 hours, after it'd been running for 3 hours, just idle, then I actually started to play the game. So I've been playing the game about 4 or 5 hours. And I believe I'm now at the end. Maybe at the end. Because when I was just talking to Tectus, he said, the final battle is nigh, or something like that. So I have reached the maximum level in the game. I'm not actually level 33, I'm level 50. And then after max level, there's legend ranks. Very, very similar to legendary ranks, they call it. Very, very similar to the Paragon system in Diablo 3. I mean, I would basically say that this is their adaptation of the Paragon system. Flat out. So, but it's a bit more interesting than the Paragon system in Diablo 3, which is just some boring basic stats. Here you have effects, and you can affect the chance that the effect will go off, which starts at 0. And then you can increase the power of the effect. So I've been going into Legendary Reinforcement, which will create a damage dealt and reduce damage taken by all players for a few seconds. So it's a tiny, tiny effect. And I've been mostly just putting the effect into chance. And just like the Paragon system, you can freely mess with it. I have all God skill tree points, favor points. I don't think there's any way to get more. At almost 800,000 gold crowns. There's my level 50. And the experience is the legend level, which I assume, if it's like Paragon, goes up infinitely. All normal skills are unlocked. Of course, we still have the skills from the God tree. I don't have all those. Collector's Guild. Still got to level up the Collector's Guild to gain access to these, which are very useful because they cost 0 skill points. Though I do have 4, so I might actually be able to upgrade. I just got an extra skill point from turning in that last quest. What do I have here? So I could upgrade either recycling. Looks like there's a different effect. Collecting scrap drains energy, instantly reduces cooldowns, and grants a damage bonus for a few seconds. Okay. I like that bonus. I could also upgrade the gelatinous pitch, which doesn't do much except reduce damage taken from the enemies that I burn. And my survivability right now is off the charts. I barely take any damage, even in very tough encounters, because of pretty much the build I've got is extremely defensive, which was not what I was going for when I made the build, but it ended up being that way. So I don't need that. I think I will go with this for some more damage. There we go. 0 out of 96 points. So this build here is the builder, the basic skill that gives me building my energy. I'm using excavation. It's a melee attack that causes the rotating part of the hammer to mangle enemies. And the mastered version grants damage reduction bonus. So I'm taking 10% less damage when I do that. I've still got the Iron Dragon. Iron Dragon is just incredible. This is actually a... Where is it? Yeah, this is a gelatinous pitch build, a fire damage build. I'm not using a great rank of that. But, like I said, if you increase the rank, you don't get more fire damage. You just get... If you go to Mastered, then you can get additional fire damage, but I'm just using the basic one. Explosive Rush, of course, that's also a burning fire attack. And it also is movement speed and can get me out of some tricky situations if I get stuck and boxed in by enemies. Or if I get slowed and I'm stuck in some goop that's causing me to take massive damage. It's just so good, even at rank 1. The makeshift automaton is the main damage dealer. Well, I don't know. Iron Dragon still does massive damage, but this is the primary attack. This is what the build is built around. The flame turrets. They're fiery turrets. And it says I have 3 max summons, but I actually have 5 because I am using... Am I not using it? No. I messed up my build. There is a skill that allows... Passive skill allows for more turrets. Yeah, this is what I was using. I really like recycling, especially at rank 3, so I will instead replace this one. Overheating damage bonus. What? You are being a little weird. Test bombs, these are fire damage. They do absolutely insane damage. Though I'm not so sure if I like the cluster bomb effect on it. It doesn't actually seem to be that good. So I might even just stick with the regular test bombs that free up a few skill points. So I think I'll go back to that. I've got 12 skill points now. So I could go with maybe the gelatinous pitch. Rank 3. Overheating explosions leave a trail of fire for a few moments. See, I don't know how good that is, but I'll try it. And then I could go with something else. I could actually go with recycling. Just the rank 1 version. Being attacked by nearby enemies has a chance to stun them. That could actually be pretty good too. But again, it's defensive, so it's not that great. Most of my attacks are not melee. Yeah. If I had one more point, I could go back with Blessed Boiler, but that's not going to work. So I think what I'll do is place Master Chef. It's recycling. And then my active god skill, my last active skill, is Move Mountains. Summon a turret of Morgrim that pounds the ground, creating lava eruptions, burning, slowing, and stunning enemies over a wide area. With each smash, players within the area granted a stackable damage reduction bonus and damage over time bonus. It's just massive damage. And what happened here? What happened there? Oh, did I already have recycling? Yeah, it did. Whoops. That's what happened there. Derp. Alright, well. That's not terribly useful. Is there anything else that just costs 4? Not really. So I'll just put that back. It's probably better than the overheating damage reduction. Now let's take a look at my gear. I have started getting the highest quality level of gear in the game, which is Divine. And it looks like... yeah, Flux was dimming my monitor. So I'm starting to get some red gear. And I got 2 pieces of the Blaze armor set, which is actually the fire damage set. But you have to collect all 5 pieces before you can get any bonuses, which kind of sucks. You have to be wearing every slot with that set. And I've only got 2 pieces so far. The Cogtooth was the first one that I got, which is pretty lucky to get a weapon as your first Divine, because that's going to have a huge impact. It was a massive, massive upgrade. And as you can see here, it's only level 47. All the rest are level 50s. So I'm hoping to get a better weapon at some point. It's pretty tough for any of these to be upgrades. This would be a minor defensive upgrade, but I'm going for loot quality to hopefully get more divine weapon or divine items. So yeah, I don't think I want any of these. This ring I got recently. This was, well, all of these I got recently. But this one is one of the most recent ones. Maximum player health and healing is increased for all players. 25% max health. That is just ridiculous. It's just so powerful. The game right now is legitimately too easy. But I've had it on the maximum difficulty this whole time. I'm not able to do chaos. Probably not until I complete the playthrough.
There is no time to lose. Magnus is growing weaker by the moment. We must storm the fortress of Tzeentch before it's too late.
Tzeentch.
I've arranged for the portal to deliver you to the foot of the Harbinger's Tower in the fortress of Tzeentch. From there, you must fight your way to the Harbinger's Sanctum at the top.
What about the witch hunter? What if he's still alive?
There's no time for that now. The fate of the Empire is at stake.
But we can't just leave him there.
Do you think he would do the same for you?
Voss? Of course not. It's a matter of honor, Elf Lord. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same if you were in my boots.
No, I suppose not. Do as your conscience dictates, Kila Gunnarsdottir. I cannot say what you will find once you are inside the tower, but I can say this. If the Harbinger hasn't killed Voss by now, I suspect he wishes he were dead.
Then by Grimnir, I'll see to it he's avenged.
Alright. So let's see if this is the last part of the game. Now let me go here. Dump my stuff. So I actually had another divine item. It was this pants. And I accidentally traded it. Because I thought I had equipped it when I hadn't. But that's okay because I ended up getting some divine pants later that were the Blaze set, which is better than what the other ones were. So let's go to the Harbinger's Tower. I really love this Tzeentch area. Realm of Tzeentch. Wait, why did she finish saying the line? Grugni's beard. It's just like Magnus's Tower unknown. I wonder what I'll find once I get to the throne room. So, as you can see, I take no damage. Also, the version of the turret I have, that circle indicates upgraded automatons. Damage taken minus 20%. Doesn't appear to stack, but I mean, come on, man. This was so much damage reduction. And I believe I also have massive healing. Yeah, this actually does look like Nuln. This is where the Tectus is. Go, and I've been in there a billion times. This is just a mirror image. Except it looks dark. Oh, and in case anyone cares, I forgot to explain why I'm doing this build. The Cogtooth special effect, melee attacks on turrets increase their damage for a few seconds, and they do 20% more damage for 5 seconds. So if I do a melee attack, it starts glowing 25% for 20% more damage. So I built this build around this weapon. Yeah, this is... I wonder what the story of this is going to be once we get to the top. Like, why is this a mirror? I want to remind you, this is max difficulty. I can't make it any more challenging than this, than it is right now. There's nothing I can do. Oh, they changed the portraits as well. The paintings. I'm getting a bad capture rate. 56 frames per second. The realm of Tzeentch.
You. How is this possible? You said she couldn't follow us.
You witless fool! I'll show you power!
The Witch Hunter was in on it? Here we go. No, they reset everything for this fight. Okay, I'm taking damage now. Oh shit. It slows me down once I get hit with it. I'm not sure why it took that much damage. It's like third health right now. I don't really know why. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. These test bombs just annihilate its HP. Look at that. This is a really annoying boss when you gotta build based on turrets. Oh, where are you going? Oh, these things again. Oh, come on. Stop just teleporting everywhere. Alright. Last third. Every boss has 3 phases. Oh my god. This went all out there. Oh, come on, no reds. This is a beautiful location. I love the art in this game. The main areas for the first 3 acts, they're kind of just generic areas, but they look good, like the sewers, the castle. the frozen wasteland, the war zone of whatever that place was called, Prague.
Free from the corrupting touch of chaos, Magnus recovered quickly, thanks to the work of Teclis and the Sigmarite priests. Not long after, the Elector Counts gathered in Nuln to proclaim Magnus as their emperor. The great war against chaos was over, and the Empire of Man had been restored. A great victory has been won. The fires of the great forges are burning again, and the wheels of industry have begun to turn. You believe your father would be proud. The difficult task of rebuilding the Empire has only just begun, and though Elspeth Bale has been defeated, other enemies across the old world and beyond will surely rise to take her place. Let them come. By Grunyi, you'll be ready for them.
Alright, got expeditions and boss rush for that final set of levels in the realm of Tzeentch. I love the realm of Tzeentch. It just looks so cool. It looks very similar to Pandemonium Fortress from Diablo 3, but I think that the realms of Tzeentch look better than the Pandemonium Fortress. Relic Hunt is another mode. Invasions is another mode that I don't know what they are. Alright, it's going to tell me. In the Relic Hunt game mode, available from the Collector's Guild, you can create your own maps with dangerous modifiers. The more modifiers you add, the more difficult it becomes, but the greater the rewards. Okay, yeah, the game has been too easy so far, so... Now what's invasions? You're not going to tell me what invasions are? Right. They're all called invasion. Magical tornadoes randomly appear. Yeah, so this is what you use your gold for. Is purchasing modifiers on the boss rush and Relic Hunt. You don't really buy anything else. You can use gold to revive, but yeah, that's about it. So there actually is more to do over here. I did partially play this. I don't know exactly what this is. I guess it's like another campaign. It's a chapter 6, I guess. Maybe this was added as an update at some point. But, yeah, that's something more I could do. But I completed the game and I could feel pretty good about that. I can feel satisfaction. I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth. See? Buy now. So I created another character, I think yesterday. Try out the mage. Mage is pretty cool, but... I think I like the Dwarf Engineer more. The capture is suffering because I'm only getting 45 frames per second on a title screen, if you can believe that. So I'm going to call it good. I'm ready to quit the game and complete my journey with Warhammer Chaosbane. Are you sure you want to quit the game? That's it. I exited the game. But just for the sake of it, let's see what happens. If I try to play. It took me to the store page. That's it. Sale's over. Playtime 22 hours. Some of that was idle. I'd say probably 5 hours, maybe. Let's see what gameplay time tracker has to say. Warhammer Chaosbane. First session, 8:30 on Friday, June 19th. Last session, 9:20 day. That was like, if I tab out and then tab back in, it creates a session usually. It's a flaw with the detection method, but what you're going to do. At least the interactive runtime should be pretty accurate. So, interactive runtime, 15 hours, 14 minutes. So my controller usage. Total mouse button clicks, 27,718. Keyboard presses, 11,084. I did not use a controller. The game does support controllers. That's not what I did. So that's Warhammer Chaosbane. A diversion that I shouldn't have really spent so much time with. Let's take a look at the achievements. Just played on a free weekend. Oh, what? Oh, I can't view my achievements. Okay. But I got 69% of achievements in the game. Most of them seem to be just from playing the game normally. Complete your first relic hunt. Kill a boss in boss rush on at least Chaos 2 difficulty. Trade 50 fragments with the Collector's Guild. Finish the game as Alessa. Finish the game as Bragi. Complete 50 side activities? What kind of side activities are there in the game? I guess the boss rushes and invasions and all those are side activities. Bless a heroic item 50 times. So yeah, most of those don't seem to be too challenging. Just play the game and you'll get them. And that's I don't know if achievements should really be used that way to this extent. Certainly give people achievements for completing, parts of the story and stuff like that, but I don't know. When most of the achievements aren't actually challenges that you have to go out of your way to do, seems a bit weird. So that's going to be it from me. Warhammer Chaosbane. Had some good times with you. Thank you for that. It's been a while since I played an action RPG. I should be playing Path of Exile or something like that. But nah. Warhammer Chaosbane. Bye.